What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm coming at you live from New Hampshire as I'm up here on vacation, kind of a working vacation for me, as you'll still be seeing some content from me throughout the week. I'll be live streaming on Monday during the RTX 2080 reveal from Gamescom. But today we've got a couple of news stories to get through. Hopefully the audio and everything is good here in this space and it's not too echoey. I guess we'll find out after the video goes up, and you can let me know down in the comments below. But as I said, we've got a couple of news stories. The first is concerning the specs of RTX 2080 Ti, which looks to be an absolute friggin' monster. And we also have some potential pricing for the 2080 and 2080 Ti, as PNY has leaked their own pricing, although it could possibly be a placeholder. And also we get a look at the rear I/O and find out some juicy information. So as I said, we're first going to start off with the specs of the RTX 2080 and 2080 Ti series, as this has been posted over on videocards.com yesterday, right after I did that video on the 2080 Ti. So if we come on here, we could see some of the specs on here. They don't have everything on here, and the reason for that is because the website runner Ycry wasn't too sure if it was for aftermarket or Founders Edition, so he held back some of the things like clock speeds, but we actually do get to see some of that with the leak from PNY on the pricing as well, so it's going to all kind of tie in together. So looking over here at this graph, we can kind of see the table, I should say, we can see the 2080 Ti is going to have 4,352 CUDA cores, along with 11 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, 352-bit memory bus, and running the memory bandwidth at a whopping 616 gigabytes per second. Comparatively to the 1080 Ti, you could see how much of an increase that is, going from 3584 to 4352 on the CUDA cores. Same amount of memory, although we're getting a bump from DDR5 to DDR5X to DDR5.6. We've also got the same size memory bus, although the memory bandwidth has gotten a decent jump as well. Looking at the RTX 2080, it does look like it's going to be a significant cut down from the 2080 Ti. So the 2080 Ti for me is honestly the one to get, if for 4K, obviously. Definitely going to be a big deal. Ultra-wide users, RTX 2080 Ti is going to be a monster. The 2080's got 2,944 CUDA cores, which sounds like not a lot in comparison to 4,352. That is a huge leap up. 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, 256-bit memory bus, and that's running at 448 gigabytes per second. So pretty impressive specs. Let me know your thoughts on those down in the comments below. Now over to the PNY leak, where actually PNY had posted this themselves along with some pricing for the 2080 Ti and well as the 2080. But it is worth noting this could possibly just be a placeholder, and the prices could come down, as it even says here that the 2080 Ti is listing at $1,000, while the RTX 2080 cost $800, but final pricing is expected to be lower than that. So take from that what you will. I am expecting to see these more than the last generation, but I'm only expecting to be about $100 more. I'm thinking the 2080 Ti will launch at probably $799 and then maybe $599 for the 2080. But yeah, let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. But other than the pricing on this, which, as I said, could just be a placeholder, this might not be the final pricing. If it is, $1,000 for those specs it's almost sort of reasonable. This is like the Titan of this generation, more or less, without spending $3,000, which is what everyone is saying the new Titan is going to cost. But we do get to learn one more thing from this leak. Actually, if I open up the image here, we can see we've got a couple more side images. The original post from PNY has since been taken down, but if we zoom in on this, we could see kind of a blurry image, but if we get as close as we can here on the rear I/O, we can see some things that we had learned from the PCB that's going to back all of that up. So you can see we've got what looks like to be DisplayPort, HDMI, DisplayPort, and then another DisplayPort up top here, but then a smaller connector down here, which I had said back in that PCB analysis was probably going to be USB Type-C, and that seems to be backed up here, as that looks very much like a USB Type-C connector there, which would very likely be used for VR support, as NVIDIA has recently announced partnerships to have USB Type-C as a single way of transmitting a video as well as power for VR headsets, which is going to seriously cut down on the cable clutter that you would need right now to run something like the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive, having multiple cables coming out of the headset. Now you could just have it down to one cable, so it would make a lot of sense for NVIDIA to put a USB Type-C connector on their upcoming generation of graphics cards. So get to learn a little bit here. Hopefully we'll get to learn everything else come on Monday. As I said, I'm going to be live streaming that event the best that I can here from the cabin, Gamescom August 20th. I don't have the actual time yet on the press conference. I know it's been posted, and I just can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted over on Twitter, and you'll get a notification here on YouTube before the live stream is going to start up. So I do hope to see you guys on Monday, and hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, as I'm going to enjoy my vacation here in beautiful New Hampshire. It's kind of muggy, actually. It's been raining all day, but it's expected to be nice for the rest of the week, and certainly a lot cooler from where I came from in New Jersey. So really love it up here out in the wilderness and the nice big cabin that we've got here. So I will see you guys on Monday for the live stream. If we see anything come up before that, then I'll definitely keep you guys apprised in another video, and I'll see you then. Ta-ra.